Doing okay today. I missed yesterday because I was supposed to have retinal eye surgery, but I didn't get it. And that's neither here nor there. They're going to reschedule me for it. Um, Surgeon had an emergency case, I guess. I found out later after I walked out. I had had enough, being there 4 hours without being seen or anything. So I walked on out. But when the surgeon was finished that evening at 7 yesterday, he called me and said that he was sorry and his staff should have come out and told me something. And I'm like, you think? But we got everything worked out, and they're going to reschedule where I'm the first surgery of the morning, I guess. Somewhere, sometime. But I'll leave that up to the good Lord. The good Lord knows when it's time for this all to come out, and that's when the surgeon will be ready to do it. You know what I mean? Put everything in the Lord's hands. Ah, goodness. I lost electric last night. My electric plug burned up. It must have had a loose wire in it or something. Good thing the good Lord looks out for me. That's how a lot of fires start on RVs, is their plug. And my plug, just literally short. Oh, here you go. Yeah. You think there's something wrong there? So, and that happened at midnight, I guess, because I thought I heard a noise. And then I must have, because I kind of woke up and wow, I don't hear the heater running. I don't see no light nowhere. What's going on? We've lost electric. And then, of course, that's when I went out and found out what had happened. There's nothing I could do last night except throw a couple of blankets on us, and we were fine. Now I've put another plug on the cord, so and it's just a temporary fix. Now I need a new one, but we don't have a new one, so we just chopped the cord and made it work for now. Local hardware didn't have a new one of these, and Home Depot's 20-30 miles from me. But one of our maintenance guys is going to Home Depot tomorrow probably, and he said he'd pick me one up. Man, that got hot. Looked like it had a regular fire there. I think it started a little fire burning in there. Huh. Because I don't see how it burnt all the way around there unless it started a little fire. Wicked. But, like I say, the good Lord took care of me, right? Anybody can ask a question or something. I'm more than happily answer it. My legal name is 420 Jim. The only reason I'm on the internet is I was and still are a cannabis advocate. Hey, Will, how you doing, my brother? Hey, did you see what happened at midnight, man? At midnight. Yeah, I woke up. I thought I heard a noise. It might have been the breaker outside flipping or whatever, but I thought I heard kind of like a bang or something. Some sort of noise. Yeah. So once I went out and figured I couldn't get no electric and seen this, I'm like, ain't nothing I can do right now. So I just grabbed a couple extra blankets, and we laid in bed until 9 o'clock. I made percolated coffee this morning instead of drip. So I had my coffee, and I've got a temporary repair now. Our maintenance man's got one of these that goes to a regular 110 female. So I'm just running my 2 extensions off of that, my 2 extension cords. one to the refrigerator and one to my lights and stuff. Tonight or tomorrow, they're supposed to be going by Home Depot, and he's going to pick me another one of these up. He's got to replace the one in the box as well, because it's cooked there a while. I mean, I think it caught on fire or whatever and just was cooking there a while. I don't see electric, that's more of a melting area there, like hot. But shit, that's where RV fires and stuff start, So, good Lord above was watching out for me once again, Got to thank that man above for that. Yes, sirree. Could have been a fire. Hey, David, how you doing? I don't know what that means. But keep doing it, because every time you make a comment, it's good for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Come do that daily, man. I want to get all the attention I can. Keep doing it. Especially because nobody knows what the heck that means. It don't scare me. That's we know who it is. Oh, I don't care. Bryson just said, Bryson told me it's supposed to be a dick. That's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Hey, remember you used to type bad Jim, no donations and shit like that, so I don't care. They can do what they want. Probably mad that Trump is in office. I don't see, 8 equal D. I don't see how that's supposed to be a dick. Oh, the 8's supposed to be a couple of nothing. Yeah, childish. And if they still want to do it, they can do it. That just means it's one of the trolls. One of your ex-friends there, Mr. Bison. Hey, hang on a minute. Before I go outside, let's take another hit. That was worth another hit. That made my day. That's worth another hit. I'm glad you could translate for me because I had no idea. I had no idea what it was. Now, I remember back in the day when you just had calculators, you could put like 477 something or whatever it's supposed to spell hell, and there was a couple of things like that. But been so long, I don't know. Life's too precious to worry about that kind of BS. My reward's on another planet. It's not going to be long before we all go there. Everybody thinks everything's nice and glorious and all, and it will be. But in 2030, it's going to be a whole new different world. And if you ain't ready to be in the one world order and get that mark and shit, well, it's going to be like Mad Max probably, because you ain't going to be in their new cities and stuff. Yeah, it was a another moderator, I guess, took it down. I don't know why. They let the person put up what's supposed to be a dick. That's not offensive. But the person telling a person what that's supposed to mean, it's offensive. Isn't that just damn crazy? Here, let's get their attention. Show off the RV a little bit. Piss off the trolls. They hate it when I show my Cash App sign. Yeah, sign there for releasing our cannabis prisoners, people. Oh, hang on, let me. Is that better or is that just my eye? Elder. Good old Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. You got my YouTube and, yeah, That one the trolls love. Remember, everybody needs a little Jesus. And if I get out on the road this year, or even here, if you come by, just come by and I'll give you a little Jesus. Absolutely will. As long as I've got them, I will. And that's why I buy them. I buy these little boxes of Jesus figurines and try and give them out everywhere I go. Everybody needs a little Jesus. I guess he left after, he just made that, one comment, and I don't know, maybe he watched yesterday when you said you think Bryson's still doing it. Or was that you? Someone told me yesterday on one of my lives or something. Oh no, that was Mr. Alan Newman. I'm sorry, that wasn't you, Will. Because I was talking last night, and of course the trolls come up and whatnot. And I told him, from my heart, I don't think Bryson's in it. And Mr. Newman tells me I'm wrong. That I'm wrong. And I hate to admit it, but that could be true. That could be absolutely true. I would hate to think that, but he did send me money before. Here and there. I remember he sent me money in Vegas to get some smoke or to make a bet or both. And there's been a dozen times or so he sent me, $20 or whatever. And he sent me that RV that I was going to paint to look like the cannabis. I just haven't done it yet. Maybe I should get that out and do that. But, and I was talking to him at one point just here the other day. Hey, I hope you're not. I still defended him. I think he's not. But I think I know in my heart that here shortly this is going to be investigated. My daughter not finally, but we got together yesterday and was able to do all the paperwork to send in the federal complaint. The investigator, because I contacted our federal senator, I think his name's Mark Kelly, and I had to submit a complaint, and what I was complaining about, and this, that, and the other, what I wanted help with, and what my resolution would be to the problem. And I don't know word for word what my daughter said. I was yakking at her, and she was typing. You know what I mean? She probably typed what I said. She may have used a few of her words. They don't matter to me. But they got the gist of it. Cyberbullying, harassing 5 people, 4 different states, blah, 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 So she put the gist of it on, and then, of course, you get phone number and email so they can contact me for all that. I'm sure she didn't write a 5-page statement. It was kind of, because it says briefly, and then it wants to know the resolution. What do you think would solve it? And I put down there 30 minutes with I told her 30 minutes with a real FBI agent, that I could actually show evidence to, talk to, whatever. Just give me 30 minutes with a real fucking agent, that's all I want. And then tell me how it's not, a crime. I'll be happy. I'd be happy then. But I know if I can get the attention of one for 30 minutes. You've seen the reaction of the sheriffs and stuff when they see some of the stuff that I'm sent, like that envelope and whatnot. All they got to do is get that FBI to come and pay attention and get that same reaction on some of this, and it's over with. You remember how Bryson used to call everybody the N-word and cocksuckers and stuff, So it'd be real bad for him if he got back in it. But they can trace down IPs and stuff like that. I guess you could get bins and hide it, but as far as I know, you cannot hide from the government once they get into it. Government knows everything. So all these fake phone numbers and whatnot, yeah, we can't trace them down, but if they think the government can't, they're mighty stupid. the whole trick is getting the government to invest the time and money into the investigation and doing it. Paying for the officer, paying for searching the computer, the data, everything they got to do to uphold the law. You're just trying to. I didn't think you were, Bryson. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't Will. It wasn't Will. I remember who it was now. It was Mr. Newman. Remember? Talk about Mr. Newman. Come on now. Oh hell! I just took the card off of it last night that said Scooter. It's here somewhere. But damn it! Oh. Recognize Scooter. That's the card that Mr. Newman gets when I see him or get his mail address. This is the one that used to hang here. I still have the little card that says Scooter. And see, it says Scooter on it. Remember when Mr. Newman did that? You got to admit, that was kind of cool of him. I think he donated like 5, 6, 8 cards, whatever. It was nice of him, real nice of him. And yeah, he thinks you're still doing it, but I'm still defending you. I've been wrong before. Miss Penny Ford, she told me, that's the Bong Father. That's the Bong Father. Understand, Stanley? And I'm like, nope. That's Scooter. Nope, that's the Bong Father. And she was absolutely right. But see, just like the original Scooter, the one that Bryson copycatted, I never did nothing wrong to Steve. He did it to himself when he didn't want to give Jessica her $400 back. What, did he think I wasn't going to ask him about it? I didn't make a post about it or nothing. Of course, Jessica asked me not to. And then after we, found out that I found out he was Stan Stanley and all, I made posts about it then and all, and that's only right. But, yeah. Hey, Mr. Bryson made up for it. He apologized to me. That's more than a lot of other people would do. That's a real man that stands up when they apologize. And then he gifted me the $600 to get me home to my family at the right time. Yeah, hats off to Bryson. So I really, really, really hope the FBI step in. I hope they do something. And first thing I'm going to tell them, contact Mr. Bryson and just talk to him. And he can probably point you to things I can't. And would you please not, and I'll even go to the courts or whatever. You and old girl in Topeka both. Because had both of y'all hadn't come forward, I'd still really be getting tormented more and more and more. But it's a big thing. And but that's the very first thing I would tell him is what happened, how you come forward, and then how she come forward, and all that, because that makes a lot of the story right there, because you copycatted the first guy, the one that's outside the motorhome, the one that sent me the email from the sheriff's department asking if it was him, and he told him no. And he denied that email and whatnot. I still got a copy of that somewhere. I haven't come across it yet. But he's the first guy to do it, which gave you the idea. Just like, how do you think the Bong Father got his idea, from him and you, mainly you. I'm not really blaming it on you, but, we're each our own. But now he's trying to copycat you a lot. you know. But we got a new sheriff in office. Head chief sheriff, if you know what I mean. His name's Donald Trump. And I think things are going to start turning around for the good. Only for a couple of years, I'm sorry to say, but I hope more. But the next couple of years are going to be pretty good. And I'm not going to lie. I'd be tickled to death to hear that they got picked up and had to take down all the videos and stuff and had to make an apology or something. I'd be happy at that. If they get prison time or something, that's up to them, the courts, the FBI, whatever. It would only be fair with how many thousands of times I've been told it's because of my name. And I'm going with that, my petition that's coming out is no justice for 420 Jim, and yeah, there'd be a whole bunch about how many I could go by probably 50 times, 100 times, and screenshot where it said it's because your name dummy, because your name dumbass, blah blah blah, your name. I know you probably started that. You were the original guy did, but now that's what Bongfather's stuck on. Him and or Scott Winslow. But seeing you backed out, Scott Winslow got back into it. And see, here's the whole thing. He's telling people how I badmouthed him and blamed it on him when it was really you, right, Ryson? How does that make me bad if I don't know? Because you and him fooled me. But as soon as I found out that it was you, I said I was sorry for everything and whatnot, because I really thought it was the other guy, the original Scooter. Don't you remember all that? Oh, no, he couldn't be good with any of that or nothing. I was the victim there. You portrayed the fraud. He should be mad at you. But instead, nope, just like he's outside my motorhome, mad at me for the wrong thing. His wife divorced him. That wasn't my troubles, my fault, my nothing. I got mixed up with that when I was trying to hold a concert for the homeless people to benefit. My damn luck. But it's all what it is. It would make the damn shame is the troll and everything, all that was done to me and all, from beginning to end, would make just as good movie or documentary as the 420 Jim story. It really would. I think we got a double feature. If someone was really to do it, we might just have a double feature there. Because all I went through with the trolls and it's still going through, yeah. It's its own book, movie, whatever, right there. What you think? It's got it all. Attempted murder, all kinds of shit. In the real world, that lady would have been charged with attempted murder, and they would have pled it down or whatever. But that would have been the charge to arrest her and shock her. Like, you can't be doing that to people. But what they teach her here? Nothing. Go ahead and do it to the next one. But I know if a judge sees that video, he's going to agree. She was already backed away from why did she come back into the situation? That was attempted, whatever you'd want to call it. If I had a bad heart, even though she stopped just as she bumped my legs, could have caused someone a heart attack or something. And you know as well as I do, anybody that's seen that video, that's wrong that she didn't face any charges on that, especially driving away. But, of course, the cops didn't like my name, wouldn't put my real name on the report or nothing, and said, screw you, 420 Jim. So, see, I've got proof to back up some of the stuff Rice and Bongfather says it's because of my name. Oh, has he? I'm sure he's made them about Rhonda, too. Here's the thing. last time I looked, he had right at 400 videos of me. And I don't know if that counts the shorts and all. But if you go to his page, he's got like 400 videos, and damn near every one of them, everyone I've seen has been about me. But I don't watch them, like that. And I get notices here and there. But he's got like maybe 70 followers. Oh, and they had to send me a screenshot. One of his things had 800 views maybe. And what it was is a clip that he used out of my video when I had my regular pot suit jacket and my tie on and all. Yeah. The same one he said, my dirty pot suit. Well, he got like, I think maybe it was 800 views. I don't think it was 8,000. Yeah, 800 and some views on. Oh, he's just as happy as can be. Happy Lark had to share that with me. I had to go look to see, well, what the hell what video he made to get 800 views. And it's me and my pot. No wonder he got that. As soon as someone sees that, I mean, that's why I put this down during my 420 lives and stuff. And I usually have to have a hat on, or I'd be doing my pot jacket, but it got wet. So I can't use it until it dries. And I don't want to get my suit jacket out and put on. But, I still represent. Ah, goodness sakes. Me, I'd be all right. I don't let them bother me. It should, it needs to stop. It should never go that far, the whole 9 yards, And I don't know. Senator Kennedy's doing a lot for the nation. Maybe I ought to just send him an email with a picture of that envelope about deceased remains and tell him what happened. I wonder if that would do anything. I just thought of that. Well, let me give my senator a chance first, because I got it wrote down here somewhere. I didn't know we had federal senators and like state. I knew we had state, but I always thought they were, well, I guess they would be federal senators if they're in D.C. Anyhow, for Black Canyon City, Arizona, pretty sure it's Mark Kelly. I got it wrote down with the phone number. It's a Washington, D.C. phone number. And they told me, because I talked to her on the phone a little bit about it. And she said, we need to get, first we got to get you a form sent in here so we can get investigators signed. And if they need more details or when they need details, whatever, if and or whatever, they would contact me. What I do know is if they blow me off, that's cool. That's where the petition and everything comes in, and I will get my day, just like my day with Walmart when I won the case, and I will get my day when something will happen, because just like trying to get the pot prisoners free and stuff, hell, I want justice. I want justice. They won't take forgiveness, so give me justice, Ain't no wrong in that, is there? But yeah, I hope they honestly let you and Rhonda come forward with what y'all know, and they take care of the others. Steve, the one that he's so almost unimportant, but he's the type that would probably sneak up and do something in the middle of the night to you. Was it Alan Jones or something like that? That one is in Effingham. Aaron. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, just his young boy, his creepiness, whatever. Yeah, he gives me the creeps. And then, of course, Scott Winslow Albert, and then Monica Brown, And if they wanted to get a hold of the guy that made the threat he was going to kill me when Monica stirred up that shit with him, I wouldn't mind that either. You know, they could ask him if he really meant that or what. You know, because that's pretty sad. You know, I never did nothing wrong to Monica, never did nothing wrong to Bong Father, nothing to you, Ryzen, nothing to Rhonda, nothing to old Scott Winslow Albert. Man, did I ever get screwed without Vaseline, huh? But like I say, much love to you, Bryson, because I think you're a man of your word, and you know, I believe with my heart that you've stopped, and I really do appreciate the money you gave me to get back home to my family. And most of all, I appreciate the recording of the apology that I could play on my live or Facebook or whatever. That you know, and that's so cool, you know. And I don't think you would, because you know I record all my calls. I don't think you would have made all them calls and said everything we talked about together and whatnot, and do an apology to put it out and all, and then try and screw me over. I really don't think that. But see, Mr. Newman and others, they don't know mine and your conversations or anything like that. And that's cool. I still think that you're not doing nothing in it. If you are, you're a damn fool, and you're pretty good at fooling me. But I think this time you got the others fooled. Or, you know, that you are not doing it, and the Dong Fathers got them fooled. I might be right this time. Or it could be Scott Winslow Albert doing the one, you know, because once you backed out, he took an active role. That's why I'm saying, how could I be in the wrong in anything? Because once we found out and you first come forward, okay, everybody should have been mad at you. You know, even Scott Winslow Albert should have been mad at you for you know, hey, we finally found out who was doing that to you. It wasn't me. It was this guy. He admitted he why are you mad at me? I apologize because I thought it was you. And, you know, he never come forward and tried to talk to me or a damn thing. He never tried to talk to me or damn thing. And he's the one that first called the veterans place out there. Are you the one that called the healing fields? Or was that him? I mean, you said you didn't do the auction, so the auction had to be him. And to this day, the Bong Father calls me a liar on that one. And me, I didn't even know the Bong Father back then, so, you know, he calls me a liar on everything. But that's one thing I'm not going to do is bear false witness. No matter who done it, somebody screwed up the auction. I know you said you didn't, so that leads me to believe him. I never asked you if you're the one that called the healing fields or whatnot and pretended to be Woody. But see, he's a veteran out there and whatnot, and he's the one that stirred up Mr. Chambers' family and stuff. I got proof of that from emails from Miss R. So, see what I'm saying? He was still doing all kinds of shit to me, too. I was being double teamed. That's the word I was looking for. And I couldn't tell the difference. But, you know, he's still into it right now. Oh, he's made videos, you know, that him and his put on the, yeah. I hope it catches up with him being in security and all. I'd like to see him in a cell block being secured for about 3 to 7 years with cameras on him called conspiracy. Yep. That would just, like, tickle the shit out of me. Oh, that would tickle the shit out of me. Well, shucks. I get a new plug tomorrow. I'm so far away. Walmart's 2 to 3 day delivery. Um, the maintenance man, he's going to Home Depot tonight or tomorrow morning. So I tried to give him the money, and he's not let me pick it up. Just bring it, and then we'll settle up. And that's cool too. And I'm pretty sure he will remember. He's been pretty good to me, so I'm pretty sure he'll bring one. But he loaned me a cord that works for now, but it's only one receptacle, 110 receptacle at the end. It goes from 30 amp basically down to a 15 or 20 amp plug, a regular plug on an extension cord. And I added a big cord, long, thick, heavy cord between his plug-in, and then I have a three-way at the end of my big cord, so I'll be able to plug in my heater, my refrigerator, and my light. Same thing I've been running. We figured they must have been a loose wire in here or something. Because the only thing that I had running that drawed, amps was the little electric heater. But electric heaters are famous for burning, RVs and houses and stuff down. So gotta be careful when you use them little electric heaters. Jack sat right on my foot. Well, heck, what else did we discuss? Anybody got any ideas? I'm not 100% sure when I might get back on the road. I'm hoping still for March, but it could be April. If it's April, I'll probably just first stop. Well, I might stop in a little place in between, but Lubbock would be the first real thing I'll go to. I think April 18th, or I don't know, it's not near the 20th. It's a day or two away from the 20th here or there or whatever, if I remember right. They're having their 420 event, and I think I might go to that because Texas needs weed, and I like Lubbock. Lubbock's a good place. Lubbock Hub, it's called Hub Normal or something like that. They're ones in Lubbock. They're the only normal organization, which surprised me that anyone did. But they made a $10 donation one time on my GoFundMe, and it was from the Hub City or Hub Normal, whatever you call it, Hub City Normal. I still got the decal on the driver's window. I just thought that was so damn cool. And I was there last 420, I think. Because I was staying at Awesome Possum, and they invited me out there. And I think I took a week off from Awesome Possum, if I remember right, and ran out there and did that. So it'd only be fit to go back this year, right? Oh, goodness sakes. Well, we hit 62 today, so it wasn't too bad here. Oh, goodness sakes. Getting old. But we also dropped down to the low 30s at night, being out here in the desert. We can go from 60, 65 down to 20, 25 in no time. Come on, Bryson. You gotta admit you like the new name, right? Cannabago. You gotta love the new name, Bryson. Cannabago. Back when I first got it, I wanted to call it that because of it being a Winnebago. I heard you thumping the door to get out. Check this out. This is probably gonna be Daddy, huh, Curly? Huh, Curly? He's probably gonna be Daddy.
He's like, no, I think I'm gonna be Daddy for sure.
This is Lilu's boyfriend. Curly!
I just sent a picture to my girlfriend. She goes, he looks like he needs to be home.
Oh, I knew she wouldn't be long before she got in the window.
Uh-oh.
I knew it wouldn't be long.
She's like trying to bypass you so she can see him.
So cute, so cute. Hey, if you don't think people belong in prison for pot, scan and sign that petition so I can give it to Trump, man. Trump would do it, but I need your signature. And not only you do it, get a couple of people else to do it. And if you think elder abuse is bad, sign that one. If you want to follow me on Facebook and see everything, and that's my Facebook. I do a live on there almost every night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's 5 now, so in about 2 hours. If you want to make my troll's head spin, you can throw a buck or two there to help with fuel and food, or to put decals and stuff on here, because the vinyl and everything does cost me. If I don't pay for it, nobody's going to except the ones that help donate. So it's for me and the American people like you out there. Hey, even $1 helps. I have one friend, Doug, every once in a while, just out of the blue, he'll throw me $5 on my Cash App. It's really cool. It's helped out many, many, many times. I know right now everybody's in a tight squeeze with money and all, but if you find yourself with an extra $1 or something you'd like to help out, so in March or April, I'll be able to pull out and have $1 or $2 for fuel. I'd appreciate it. Like this cross, a friend of mine, Mr. Sean, he gave me $20 to make that cross for him. 1 cross plus 3 nails equals forgiven. So maybe you've got a business and you want to make a good donation, and I can put your business in the window, especially if it's about cannabis or something, because this does get seen everywhere I go. And you can't stop people from photographing it. You literally, even if I went out there and said no photograph, nobody'd pay attention. Oh. Nobody'd pay attention. I remember back in 2014, the first time I went out to Las Vegas, and I found a little strip at near the, I think it was a Walmart or something like that. It was a store. And I figured I could park there for the night. Oh, no, it was a casino. I think a little casino next to it or whatever. And I figured I could park there for the night, or they'd knock on the door and tell me to move. And nobody knocked on the door and told me to move. But every time I looked up, you'd see flash, 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 flash. And it wasn't red or blue lights. They were white lights. And it was all kinds of people, Japanese, American, you name it. There's people coming by and taking pictures. It was pretty cool. Similar to when I was in the parade in Indiana. And that's what pisses these people in Indiana off. Someone put a nice write-up. I just shared it on my Facebook page. I hadn't seen that for years. Apologizing for the people, the cannabis, so-called cannabis advocates in Indiana. And it was heartfelt. It was really cool, because the things he said, and he knows this is true to my heart and everything, and I'm really trying to make change. I really tried to do something, as to where others just they wanted, I did, me. And me, I think we all should be together. But, oh, goodness. For the ones that don't know, I know this is old to the ones that do know, but to the ones that don't know, I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. My name is 420 Jim. It's fun to hand my license to the cops when they do a welfare check because the trolls sent them, or the trolls will say they heard somebody on Facebook say something about a gun around here. I wasn't even on Facebook. They happened to pick the same time I got kicked off of Facebook. But, the look in that officer's eyes when he said, "Is that real?" Yeah. So, it is what it is. We have real good sheriff deputies out here, and every time they come by, it gives me a chance to give them a little Jesus. So it works out, They come by, I get thank them for their service, what they do for us and whatnot. Because, I love a good cop. I love the good cops. They need more money. They need to quit sticking up for the bad cops. That's the only thing I got against the good cops, is sticking up for the bad ones. You got to get rid of that BS. Other than that, you know what I mean? Most of your followers, the ones that know me on Facebook, or if you see any of my videos, pretty much with the bus, because a few people's made videos here and there, I'm always flying a flag. It's got the red and the blue bar on it. Yeah, the red's for the fireman and paramedic, and the blue is for the police, in case you didn't know. That's why when Obama father says I don't like police and this, that, and the other, no, I have 2 awards. And before I get back on the road, that's why, hey, like I say, if somebody wants to help out with a couple bucks a donation, I use them for good things. Like I want to have some bumper stickers printed back up. I'd like a dozen of one and a couple of dozen of the other, maybe. I'm sure I could get rid of a lot more, maybe, but maybe not. But not only just to give them to the cops, but if somebody wanted to donate, for one of them or something, I'd be able to give them one. Because one of them will say, "Good cop, attaboy," sign the petition at 420jim.com. And the other one will say, "Bad cop, no donut," sign the petition at 420jim.com. And probably the little QR on them. But that's going to be the gist of them. And in honor of Mr. J.T. Thompson, my friend that passed, I'm going to keep the colors of orange and black for the bumper sticker. Yeah. So I think he'd like that. And, I feel this journey. Of course, we know after the surgery and what happens with my eyes and all. If everything comes together and I get donations, this, that, and the other, boom. Because, see, this year, I haven't been able to work or nothing. Nowhere. And I just barely get enough money to pay for my electric and my food. But, I've been carrying myself. And I have actually had a little smoke. But I can't save up like I did before. Normally, I'd have $3,000 every time I come out, whether it's Awesome Possum, Bud Creek, Tennessee, where I painted apartments. I always sat there a month and a half somewhere and worked. And took that money at one chunk to get out on the road again. This year is not going to be able to do that. I'm going to need help just to get out of the trailer park, probably, It depends. But good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, there's not going to be no problems. And depending on what time I could get my eye, what part of the year it is that I actually can pull out. Because I want to go from here to Washington, D.C. and back. That's the intended thing. Go here to D.C. and back. Back March 1st of 2014, that was my mission. Go see Obama. If he would, or anybody would, recognize, I don't, how would you say the word? Of course, they're not going to. They're just going to ignore you like you're not there. But it would have been nice if somebody from Obama's party had come down. When I had Pershing Park the last year he was done and doing the march. I mean, obviously, he had to have known about it or known about me and what it was about and whatnot, I would think. I'd like to do the same thing with Trump. I'd like to go and if there's nothing else, maybe have a little march in D.C., and Mr. Trump's already did something great last term when he gave them time off their drug sentences and stuff like that. But it's time to just release them now. And look at all the pardons and stuff that Biden gave. And he helped, 2,500 pot prisoners, I guess? But if I understood, most of them was for simple possession. But he lessened some of the time on the federal convicted. How much, I don't know. I didn't read the whole report or nothing. But hey, that's great. It's the beginning. Now let's see Trump, do what he should do. And if we get the signatures, I think he will. And all I ask the people is, hey, help 420 Jim get back to Washington, D.C. one more time. What's it going to hurt? What's it going to hurt? I'll pull a permit, have a march in Washington, D.C. It's not a protest or anything like that. It's just a march. And have the park there next to the White House if I can. Again, Pershing Park. You never know. It just depends on the dates you want. When I first went to go pull the permit for my march in D.C., I didn't even know, which park to pick or whatever. But all the other parks were pretty much booked. And so when they said Pershing, it's right next to the White House, I'm like, that's the one. But I'd like to do that, end it that way, you know what I mean? And then that's it. Hopefully I have enough signatures when I get there. But this year, along the way, to sign the RV, because it's a nice new paint job and all, yep, they're going to have to make a donation. Penny, nickel, dime, dollar, hug. No cigarettes, I don't smoke. Piece candy. Well, no, I got to be careful. Food items, getting them from strangers. Any donation at all, pretty much. I'll let them have a marker and they can tag the motorhome. Now, if they want to come by and I happen to have some, I'll give them a little Jesus. They don't have to make a donation to get one of these. Just come by and say hi, and I'll give you a little Jesus if I have more of them. Like I say, that all depends on help. I can't do this all by myself. I put every penny that I don't spend on rent and food into the mission. That's how it got painted here over the last month and all. I did have one friend chip in $50 towards the paint job, and I really appreciate her doing that. It helped a lot. And I think I had 4 people chip in about $50 towards the vinyl, and that's the ones that are on there now. So that was appreciated. But still, there's $200 worth of vinyl here, and it was what, $150, $175 to paint it. I forget exactly. So it takes money to do things, get things ready. So just say, if you happen to find yourself with $1 or $2 extra, now that we ain't gonna pay income tax, you might find that you have $1 or $2 extra. That's what I'm hoping with everybody. I don't know if everybody realizes, but no more your paycheck. Yeah, it's going to be bigger every week now. Everyone that works now, your paycheck just grew 30%. Everybody's paycheck just grew 30%. So thank you, Mr. Trump, for that one. I wished our Social Security checks would go 30% up. That'd be cool. Well, anybody got anything they'd like to questions, comments, concerns, anything? Not much. Hey, Purchasers Support 20. I don't know how to pronounce that, sir. I don't want to mess it up. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't want to mess it up. Is it Alma Holzert? Holzhert? Watch, Will tell me in a minute. That's the guy, like the one that did the emblem. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect you. I have no idea how you'd pronounce that. And if you knew me, if I can't say a city, a state, or a name, I don't even try. That's what I was talking about tagging the RV. Oh, God, I couldn't tell you. This RV's probably had 1 million different tags on it easy since I first got it. This is the 3rd paint job since I first got it. First paint job, it was the Cannabis 2, because the first RV burnt in 2017 when I got this one, the Winnebago. I wanted to call it Cannebago back then, but out of respect for the first burnt RV, I named this one the Cannabis 2. There's when I up at Bud's Creek digging their ponds, working the races. My friend owned that track. 2019, the judge declared my legal name to be 420 Jim. That is my legal name, by the way. There's a little decals I was talking about where people make a donation. That one wanted to say Mr. Peanut Butter and Freedom, One Team, One Dream, and the Matthew 17:20. If you like what I'm doing, which is, I'm trying to get all of our cannabis prisoners free under federal and state law. And we've got to take it out of a Class 1 classification. As long as it's a Class 1 classification, you can't bear firearms or ammunition. So we don't want it in a Class 1 or a Class 2. Here's an elder abuse. Numbnuts, Biden, he said he was going to drop it to a Class 2, which still don't solve the problem. It shouldn't even be a Class 5. It should be like aspirin. Nobody's ever died off of cannabis unless a bell hit them or drug deal went bad or something like that. There you go. Hey, you know what? Please make all them comments you want, my friend. It shows us how much you don't love cannabis. You think people belong in prison for pot, and you support me because every comment's a point. So thank you. Hey, everybody needs a little Jesus. You want to go harass me on Facebook? There's my Facebook page. You know what makes my troll's head hurt? when I show my Cash App. They can't stand that one. Not that many people use it, but when they do, I brag about it, and their heads explode. Like my one friend gave me $20 to put that one up there. He's not on Facebook, but his name's Sean. Most of my Facebook friends that see this, they know who Sean is. 1 cross plus 3 nails equals forgiven. So, go ahead, Mr. Jokester. Like I say, it brings the Adam rhythms up to me. Thank you. Might make people why you're doing it, but that's not my problem. The only thing I can tell you is Jesus loves you. And peace be with you. Get right, Lulu. Jack. Because everybody needs a little Jesus. And I think you really need a little Jesus. Why don't you send me your address and a message? Go to 420jim.com. Hit contact 420M and message me and tell me that you were on here and you need a little Jesus. And if I can, I'll send you one in the mail. I'll slip it in an envelope and ship it out to you. It's a lot better than the prank mail that I get from people that think they're clowns. People that I know that think they're clowns and, like want to troll me and stuff like that. They're sick, stupid, twisted humor sending stuff like this on the anniversary of a person's murder. So, you think your comments bother me? Not at all. Another fake profile is what I think it is. And there you go. But it's all right. Leela. If you don't have trolls, you're not doing something right. Well, my friends, it's about time for me to go. Hour's long enough. I'm on Facebook at 7 p.m. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. That's about an hour and a half away. Mountain time. It's 5:22, 5:23 here right now. So 7 o'clock my time. You can join me there if you like. Or I'll be back here, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise tomorrow at 4:20. Until then, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, folks, we can all get along. My fur babies, Lulu and Jack, love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. Peace out.